Okay, guys, this is a tier list for survival mode that I made over the weekend. We're going to go over which power-ups we think are strong and which we think are weak and which are essential, basically. The chat may be agreeing or disagreeing with me, so I have to see what they say, and things may change based on that. So we'll start off with the number one S tier buff in this game, in my opinion, which is Bloodthirst. There's absolutely no reason to never pick this on any character in the game. The main reason is because late game you can't heal. When you've got 20 robots on the screen, 14 missiles and 300 grenades, and environment hazards going off, you can't go and punch a barrel and heal. And there's not much else to say about this perk other than it's the best thing in the game. So the next S tier I would say is going to depend on the characters specifically, probably. It probably much less food spawns later. Yeah, true. It's probably going to be old school rules, which lowers your special health cost by 40%. This goes really well with Bloodthirst because you can just heal up health anyway. Green health doesn't mean anything. And late game, being able to spam special moves and have almost absolute immunity other than explosions and fire is an essential thing to have late game. So I guess we can do them in order now. I just wanted to get these two up there. This is Air Master, which allows an extra jump. I don't think this is very good. I don't know where I'm going to put it though. I mean, it's good for combos early, but late game, the longer you're in the air, the more hazards appear on the floor because you're not on the floor stunning everyone. So I'm going to put this as like a C, I think. You want to be on the floor mostly in this game, stunning everything. If you're in the air bouncing around like some sort of Sonic the Hedgehog thing, then all the girls on the floor are going to get their grenades, throw them. All the vials are going to get thrown. Robots are going to, you know, spawn weapons and when you land, you are going. Can you define how you're differentiating the difference between A, B, C, and D? A is better than B, which is better than C, which is better than D. Okay, the next power-up is Ally Master, which I'm putting as a D tier. I don't like the ally jumping down holes every stage. There's a hole. So you've got like the wrestling ring. You could have a Mr. Y. What does he do? He jumps backwards. He's dead. Pointless. He also splits the aggro between the enemies aggroed against you and aggroed against your ally. Now, if they're not aggroed against you, you're not leeching as much. You're not keeping yourself alive as much. I don't see any benefit with this. There are glitches with this where you have a Gaussia that walks around with a golden sphere that does 5 damage. Spear, I mean. I don't really see the point of that either. I don't see any reason to take this ever. So this is the worst perk in the game. Almost. Maybe it is. I don't know. Thanks for the follow, Edward Nigma 113. Okay, now we have Electric Blitz. This is absolutely S tier. This is the best Blitz in the game. This causes an instant big AoE stun on everyone. There's nothing much more to say about it. We'll get into it, but this perk here is god level when you have Electric Blitz. This is heat of the battle. We'll get into this. But Electric is a lot better than Fire. And quite a bit better than Poison. Anyway, we're moving on now because we don't want this to be too long a video. A tier fire. I'm going to put this in A tier because it's not electric. Like, this is essential. You could play without this and do much better with just this. Thanks for the $1 donation. Loose.
Loose Cannon donated $1. You weren't saying the buggy perk was the worst when you had Mr. Pipe Player laying his pipe all over each stage.
Yeah, that was just for hype and entertainment. It's trash. Thanks for the $1 though. Okay, Toxic Blitz is better than Fire. I'm going to put that as an A tier as well. Slowing enemies down in a mode where they get hyper speed. Poison is essential. And Blitzes are normally the safest or fastest or biggest hitting moves in the game. So yeah, I put it above Fire. Even though you can chain fire bombs off it, slowing an enemy at Mania plus speed down to like Mania speed is a lot more beneficial than the Fire, I would say. Charge attack buffs, it depends on the character, but I'm going to put all these as C. In obviously this order. Axel, all the retro characters, Axel 1 and such, would use these. So they would be S tier for those characters, but I'm just doing a general tier list. All the Streets 1, maybe Axel 2, maybe Blaze 2, she attacks faster now. Axel 3. Any fast attacking character, basically. These are pretty good. Slow attacking characters, they're not good because you can just do the same thing with a Blitz that applies all 3 elements instantly instead of having to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get this thing to work. But yeah, on some characters these are like A or S tier because they have to be taken. It's S tier for Estelle, okay. But on a lot of other characters it's not. Right, Heat of the Battle, this is absolutely, definitely up there. I'd probably put this as second after Bloodthirst. Once you unlock Electric Blitz, Fire Blitz, Poison Blitz with Shiva or Blaze 4 or Floyd or the Kangaroo or Skate 3, then stacking up combo can increase your damage up to like 10,000%. There's nothing that even comes close to the damage of this thing. If you didn't have this on level 60, you'd probably have to blitz a boss like 120 times. Whereas if you had this and just had like a 500 combo, you could probably 3-shot the boss in 3 blitzes. The only weakness is you have to keep the combo up in between rounds, but you can do that by hitting objects and picking up items. It also only needs 38 hits to even out, I think. Oh, it's 36 normal damage. Yeah, this is good on a lot of characters. But mostly the ones that have multi-hitting Blitz. Or a really safe Blitz. This would be probably good on Cherry with her new Blitz as well. But yeah, definitely top tier. Right, damage up. B tier. If you're going for Heat of the Battle, it lowers your damage by 90%. That is mitigated by these damage up buffs, which will help you heal without you having a high combo. So you get hit for 80%, you get up on the floor, you have 0 combo, you have minus 90% damage to heal, which is not good. This will lower it to like minus 65 or whatever the cap is. Also, if you're low health, that can be combined with this, which is a damage buff when you're on low health. So these two will help mitigate the negative of Heat of the Battle when you're on low health and you have no combo. So that goes in B for me. Defense up is essential. I can't put it as A tier because it's just, you know, you are going to take it. You can get it later from random drops on Shiva or Rue or Shiva 3. But it's probably just the same tier as the damage. I'd probably put the defense higher because it is essential. This isn't essential, it just helps with healing when you're low health. But this is essential. 100%, when you're at 100% health, you do more damage. This I'm actually going to put here, I think. Where does the percent increase cap on heat of the battle? I don't believe there is a cap. You can do 8 million damage in one jab. Right, what did I just say? Okay, 100%. Yeah, when you're on full health, you do more damage. This is called full of yourself. Most of the time, you're not on 100% health. So this, most of the time, doesn't proc. If, however, you are playing Shiva or multi-hitting Blitzer, then this is pretty good, because if you are at 100% health, the first few Blitzes will do a lot more damage. It will be countering this again, the heat of the battle. This perk, you need to build combo to become a god. The start of a match, you don't have any combo, start of a level. And this will help you mitigate the damage nerf of this. Okay, ground level, this is an A tier. It's probably an S tier. I'm going to put it low S tier because it's essential that you pick this up on every character in the game. The fact that you can only cap defense at 25%, this makes you have 40% defense. Once this is capped, no more defense. So you need this to get to 40%. There's nothing much else to say about it. It gives move speed, it gives damage, and it gives your only other source of defense above 50% health. So next is Glass Cannon. This is a D tier, 100%. This is actually worse than the ally buff. As I mentioned, you only have 25% defense, and then you have 40 with ground level. If you take this, you are taking an extra 100% damage. That means a BT can jab you and kill you at level 30, 40 plus. If you get hit by a headbutt off a wrestling ring, you're dead. If you get juggled between the ball and the electric fence, that damage is doubled. Basically everything, even a low tier gunman can shoot you for 70%. There's no reason to ever take this. For this to actually jump up a few tiers, they would have to change the negative of 100% damage taken to like 10% damage taken. That sounds crazy, 100% damage boost, but you take 10% more damage. Trust me, you will still be dying in like 1 to 2 hits, even if they buffed it that much. But for now, it's at the bottom of the list. Okay, moving on to specials. Electric special, obviously electric's the best thing. This is also character dependent, right? The whole Blitz, charged attacks, and defensive specials are all character dependent as well. On Shiva, these are S tiers because they apply the elements to your spirit palms, which heal you. But I don't know what else to say about these. It depends on the character. But you don't like, you are going to be taking Bloodthirst, right? So you don't have any green health. And then you're going to take old school rules to lower the cost of these by 40%. You're then going to cap this buff, which I'm going to put in now. This is reduced special cost. I probably put this as a low A then, actually. Because these two combined, this is 40% less special cost, and this is 30% capped. So that's 70% reduced special cost. Then these can be used much more safely without losing as much health. Move speed is... it's not D tier. It's probably somewhere in the B tier, I would put this. Being able to move, mostly for me, I feel like it's very important to dodge fire waves. The fire wave girls are one of the most dangerous in this game. Being able to micro and move faster than normal in general is important, especially at the speed of Mania Plus. Enemies are so fast. So fast. If you're Floyd walking around at 0% speed, you're gonna have a bad time. You normally take ground level on Shiva? I take ground level on every character in the entire game. This is the only other way to get above 25% defense. Providing you're not on low health, which this is the other way that you get low defense. Extra defense is the only other defense buff. We'll go there in a minute. Elemental stars I'm putting above glass cannon. Haven't tested it enough. I did a run with Shiva and I took it, and what it did was when you did his spirit clones, it gives the clones all his elements. These 3 elements will be given to Shiva's clones if you take this special. If you're not Shiva and it's just a normal super, I think it just adds the elements to the super if you have them. I don't know if it triple stacks, like it applies this electric, and this electric. Then it would be pretty good, but the fact that it halves your damage by 50% makes it low tier for me, because the time that you special normally is 1 when you're on like 1% and you need to heal and you need the rockets from Estelle to hit them and heal you. Halving that heal damage is not good. So, and the other time you would use it is just mid-fight to be safe, but if you have all the elements, it's even less stuff that you can see, and you're halving the damage. Okay, what's this? 3 stars. 3 stars I'm going to put as an A tier. This is like one of the only things keeping you alive late game in a lot of waves. It is not as essential as the things in preceding it, so I'm going to leave it here. This is 3 stars. I couldn't get a proper icon for this, so I had to just cut that out. Hey Sprint God, maxes Iron Will. It adds elements to all of his attacks. Oh, this does? Okay, so that's an instance where it's pretty good then. I didn't know that. So, again, maybe this should go up here then. This is like a character-specific one. So that's a good example. Is there a list of stats cap for each upgrade? Yeah, I'll show you in a minute, Terminator. Okay, this is a Survival Instinct. When you're under half health, you gain defense bonus. This is essential. I don't know where to put this. Here. This means you have 25% defense, 40% defense. I don't know where this caps, like 35, 40-ish. This is giving you like 80% damage reduction when you're under 50%, which is, that's a lot. Combine that with the extra healing, the extra damage you get on low health. This ground level, this defense, this survival instinct, and this leech. At low life are the 4 like brothers that help you get your life from 1% to 60 in like 2 jabs. So I'm going to put survival instinct there. Tactical support is essential. This is A tier. I cut that out a bit jankily, but whatever. This goes above 3 stars, and this will also... No, it won't go above special. I would put this here. It's a bit of a jank star, but this is the Estelle rockets buff. You have to have it, man. You can get up to 17 rockets. Those rockets heal you. Those rockets can resurrect you. Like if you super, the rockets are coming down, then you get killed. These things can hit enemies and heal you and resurrect you from being dead. So yeah, another very strong power up. And the final one is basically just all weapons. It depends. This is a very character-based one, and so is this, and so are these. It depends who you're playing, but in general, I'll just put it as... I would put it as just at the bottom of C tier, maybe above this, because everyone can utilize this, but not everyone can utilize this. And that's it. I think that's my tier list, my opinions. I hope that helps some of you understand what's like essential. This isn't essential, by the way. If you're playing Blaze 1 or some slow jab character or something, or someone with a bad blitz. Bad blitz basically means don't take this. But good blitz means take this, and because the damage is so obscene, it has to be S tier. Yeah, anyway. That's my tier list, boys.